beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, you should be feeling the full moon energy in your sign. This gives you sort of an energy of clarity, of purpose, of motivation and drive, but it juxtaposes against this energy of exhaustion or fatigue. So you may be feeling a little bit more sensitive as well with this particular full moon. But when it comes to your career, it means you feel like strategizing. Now, be a little bit mindful because you may feel a little bit more critical and hard on yourself than usual. So Spirit wants you to remain with compassion for yourself. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know with regards to their career? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Can you please show them what they're meant to? Thank you so much. We've got the Magician card. We've got the World card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. We've got, wow, we've got Powerful. We've got the Force card there, which is basically the Courage card, the Strength card, and we've got the Sun. So whatever it is you're moving towards and trying to achieve, you will accomplish it. But you're gaining major clarity in your career right now, and I feel like you're powering up to achieve something, okay? Thanks so much. Whoa, that is quite an explosive energy. They want that one here. We've got another one here, Queen of Swords, and we've also got the Magician. Interesting. So your Magician energy is covering right through to mid-April. Now I'm doing this reading on the 19th of March. And it's good right through to the 19th of April there for you. So something that you're focusing on, accomplishing, you will reach that goal, okay, is what they're giving me. The Queen of Swords shows me that you are strategizing, formulating a plan, thinking about something before you act, but you're definitely having clarity of purpose. Now you're definitely picking up that clarity of purpose with that full moon in your sign. Often a difficult, look at the Wheel of Fortune, so perfect. Often a difficult moon energy to navigate, especially for you, my beautiful Virgos, but there is a positive shift on the other side, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please show me, for my beautiful Virgos, what are they meant to see? Things are getting a little bit disjointed now, so that means there's radical change occurring here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and they're showing me what looks like a feather in the sky. So it's almost like there's clouds that have formulated the shape of a feather. Now that's something, a symbol that you will see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. So look up, look out into the sky. They're showing me a feather, okay? We've got a 9 of Cups, which is a wish come true. And we've got the Emperor. So definitely success here in terms of your career. Some of you are wanting to be an entrepreneur or wanting to be your own boss, have your own business here. This is something that is going to be very, very rewarding, okay? Now, your first card is the Magician. So I feel like you're formulating a plan and you're visualizing it. You're in the initial stages of sort of powering up on something. Now you may have been working on something for a long time, but I feel like there's another part of your route that you're sort of visualizing to achieve. I felt like you're being inspired after a period of feeling a little bit scattered. You may have felt like you were procrastinating for a little while, or you felt a little bit powerless to affect your circumstances, but now it's almost like you're full steam ahead in your career. The Magician reminds you that you have everything you need to accomplish great things. And as long as you've got that motivation, that drive, that confidence, that's really important, confidence, you will you have the ability to achieve whatever it is you put your mind to, because the Magician is all about not just talent, drive, and skill. It's about the mind over matter, okay? And as you can see, the Magician's hand is up there, so it's about drawing abundance towards you, being in command, being the master or the mistress of your own destiny, and recognizing that you have the power to I don't want to say the word manipulate, because that's not what I'm intending. Manipulate is such a negative word. You have the power to influence. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They give me the word influence. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. You have the power to influence your circumstances, but it will take and require a lot of focus. Okay, so I feel like you're using your initiative to really focus on something, focus on making your own luck, but I feel like you're formulating a plan. It's crossed by the Queen of Swords here. So this is a visionary. And Virgo, you have a supercomputer as a brain. You are a visionary. You see things as they truly are with clarity, but I feel like you're aligning yourself with your intentions. You're having great ideas, but also you're making shrewd decisions, okay? You're being a clear communicator for your wants and needs in your career, and you're valuing yourself. You're actually, I feel that some of you, your words are going to be extremely important over the next 4 to 5 weeks with regards to your career, whether you're negotiating a better deal in your career, or you actually use your voice for your job. This is something that is going to give you a lot of power to influence your circumstances, okay? The Queen of Swords is someone who strategizes a plan and, you know, is really honest with themselves of what they can achieve and what they feel they have to wait a little bit longer to achieve. I feel like you're setting your intention and you're going after it with purpose, and I feel like you will achieve it. You will obtain that success that you're looking for. Also with the Queen of Swords, this is about being direct, okay? Being realistic, being straightforward, making a decision and being very precise about what you want. Because it's really interesting. A lot of people are like, yeah, I want to manifest success. And success is like, it means something different to everybody. Everybody wants to be successful in their own right. But I feel like you're getting clear on the details of what you want. Because it's okay to say, I want to be successful. But the universe says, okay, successful in what? Successful in like building a healthier boundary, successful at bringing in the money, being successful at, you know, friendships, being successful in love. Be clear on what you want. So Spirit is indicating as when you be clear with what you want, the universe can step in and bring it to you with the Wheel of Fortune there, okay? So I feel like you are being clear, like really direct on your vision, and then you take action towards making it happen. As that's happening, the Wheel of Fortune intervenes, which is fate or destiny intervening in your circumstances in order to bring you a lucky break. Okay, things work out perfectly the way you hoped. Some of you may feel like what you're trying to implement in your career is a tall order, or there's some sort of risk or gamble, you know, where you're hoping it pays off. With this card and the Magician and the Queen of Swords, it says your visions will take you to where you want to go. This will pay off for you. Your destiny becomes really clear to you, and therefore the universe steps in to meet you halfway. Okay, this is your luck changing, and this is also a cycle of karma that comes towards you. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very self-sufficient, someone who, you know, sometimes works on their own in order to affect change in their world. So I feel like there's something here that you really want to achieve by yourself. That you will achieve by yourself. And the Wheel of Fortune indicates that there's like an influx of luck that's coming your way. There's fortune coming your way. It's going to be like random opportunity coming your way that you can see. That it's almost like, and I do say this a lot in your readings, like right now, I'm not seeing it in the water. I just want to be clear. When I get a scrying vision in the water, I'll always tell you what I can see. But right now, in my own mind's eye, my third eye, I can see a chessboard. So I feel like you're making a strategic move in your career that really pays off, and your future self will thank you for that. Okay. With the Wheel of Fortune, also, it is about cycle. It's a life cycle. So it is sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but it can also be about a cycle of sort of repeat. So the more you do something, the more you get good at it, the more you can see that you are becoming a master or mistress of your craft, and therefore you're powering up and being a force to be reckoned with. So I feel like your dedication and your willpower pays off in your career and sees you very, very successful. The next card we've got is the World. Now, the World is in the resistance position. So something that you've been trying to accomplish, maybe it's the bigger picture, the actual goal, as it were, you may have felt like it's always like just out of reach, or you're always working really hard towards it. The Nine of Wands tells me with the Page of Swords there that part of you, you're not giving up on something. You keep going at it, but sometimes you may feel like you're burning yourself out, or you're exhausted, or you're exhausting certain avenues in your career, and you're trying to find a plan A, plan B, plan C. And by that, I mean, you've got an idea of what you want to achieve, right? But you may feel like if you take the short route, it's not going to get you everything you want, but if you take the longer sort of route, then it's going to take you longer, of course. So you may feel like you need to find an in-between or a midpoint sort of direction where you can get to where you want to go quicker and like work smarter, not harder, okay? So I feel the World card, this is your challenge for the next 4 to 5 weeks. Now, some of you may be thinking about learning new skills in order to be successful, but when you get the World card in the reverse, this is like... you may have felt recently, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, you may have felt a lack of motivation to commit to something because it's just been too hard. It's been really difficult because we got the Nine of Wands energy, which is like the wounded warrior. No matter how hard you try to move forward, you may feel like sometimes you're moving 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. So you're starting to like be triggered and think, well, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. But actually, I feel like you've been going through a bit of a test, which is like, do you really want this? There is great accomplishment and success on the other side. In the World card, there is a huge victory wreath here, okay? And again, there's all elements in play here, which means you've got everything you need within you to accomplish this success. And you will be successful. You will be crowned glorious in whatever area of life that you are trying to achieve in. What a wonderful thing for them to give me. Crowned glorious. I mean, maybe that's about using your crown chakra, but they're indicating here that the world is your oyster and you are capable of achieving greatness in that world. I feel like there is a cycle of completion. So perhaps there's some sort of project that's coming to completion very, very shortly. I feel like there may be a little bit, because this card is in the resistance position, sometimes you may doubt your wonderful skills, my beautiful Virgo. And I feel Spirit wants you to be aware that yes, you've been struggling recently, and yes, it has felt like an uphill battle, but you are capable of overcoming those challenges and moving forward. The Nine of Wands says, although it has been a difficult route to get to where you want to go, you're not giving up, okay? This is your tenacity to keep going. This is your determination that no matter what, you're still going to achieve the outcome, which, you know, the World card is like success, being in the right place at the right time to receive the right opportunity. But this is something you fought for. This is something that, you know, you keep moving towards. You're protecting your vision, as it were. And I feel like your tenacity gets you to where you want to go, okay? With the Page of Swords crossing that, I do get an indication that you may be sort of investigating a new way of doing something in order to make things easier for you to get to where you want to go. Because the Page of Swords, pages, they bring news. So I feel like you, for example, may have a new focus where you're thinking about, because I just get this energy of, they're actually giving me a song right now, and it connects with the energy that they're giving me. And oh gosh, so the song, what they're saying is, nobody said it was easy. Nobody said it would be this hard. I'm going back to the start. Okay. I'm not exactly sure who sings that song, but I want to say, in my own mind, from my own memory, I want to say Coldplay. Okay. but I'm probably wrong. So I'm going to check that out. But that's the song that's coming out right now. So I feel you may feel a little bit stuck in terms of motivation and drive, or you've been going through some personal difficulties at this time where you felt like you had to put a dream on hold, or you had to take your focus off your off your endpoint, as it were, just momentarily in order to deal with it. And it's been a bit of a difficult, rough ride at the moment. But they're indicating, I mean, going back to the start, it's interesting that those lyrics, so pages, they can be curious about new starts. So perhaps you are thinking about doing something different, or you're finding a new way of doing what you do in order to explore another avenue to get to where you want to go, but streamline it so you're working smarter, not harder. Okay, I feel like the end point is still your intention, which is to find your happiness, to find your abundance, to find that sweet spot in life where you're earning the money, financial reward, and having the courage to go after a goal and dream. But I feel like you may be looking at the plan that you've got so far and tweaking it in order to make it work better for the now. Doesn't mean that it's not working right now. It may mean that you want to move things along a lot quicker, okay? Now, some of you will actually be getting news of a new opportunity, because pages tend to bring news, and it may call for greater investigation. If you're investigating a new start or doing something new, of course, my beautiful Virgo, that Nine of Wands says, you know, caution, don't rush in. Just make sure you investigate all the potential and all the possibilities. It's almost like something you're thinking about or weighing up whether you should do it or not requires you to formulate a plan before you do it. I feel like this is something that's quite exciting in the long run, because the Page of Swords is someone who takes the initiative, someone who is eager to learn something new. Some, Pages of Swords tend to connect to scholarly energy, calculation, trying to work out what is the best way to do something, and how to use your intelligence and your mental prowess in order to get the best deal for you in your career, or the best move for you in your career. This is some of you may be eager to start a new venture on the side, for example. You may be strategizing the next move in something that you're actually working in right now, but others of you will be like, how do I formulate a second stream of income? And you may be formulating it, but being hesitant to start it until you feel like the moment is right. Or maybe you're closing out a cycle elsewhere, you're leaving a job or some sort of space and you're entering a new cycle, and you're entering a new sector that is actually going to engage your brain as well as your heart, okay? Because they're really highlighting, a Page of Swords, swords are all about the mind and the mental agility, and you got a heart here as well. So I feel like you're trying to engage passion as well as your knowledge in whatever it is that you do, because part of you may have felt a little bit stuck in a rut, or you may have felt a little bit unstretched by what you do, because they're just giving me this energy of on autopilot. So if you've been feeling like your career has made you feel a little bit numb and you're on autopilot for a while, I feel like you're finding a way to inject a little bit more passion or a little bit more excitement, mental excitement there. I feel like you're curious about another avenue, and I feel like you're not giving up on a goal or dream, and I feel there's a sudden movement in your career that makes you extremely happy, and you recognize you're closer to success than you've ever been before, okay? The outcome energy, we've got the Force card, which is the Strength card, okay? Now, what's wonderful about this card, normally it's number 8 in the major arcanas, but it's number 11 here. So this is about your soul path. 11 connects to your life's purpose path. And you're having the courage to break away from any restrictions. And I feel like if you've been struggling, which I feel you've been going through a bit of a struggle recently, I'm going to pull a card because, if you've been going through a struggle with a person who is verbally, sorry, there's a little bit of dust there on that card. If you've been going through a struggle with somebody at your workspace who's been verbally very sharp towards you, I feel like you overcome that and you leave that sort of behind, that negative energy. But I feel with this Force card, I feel this is your power. You're powering up. You're composing yourself for the next part of your career. I feel like you have what it takes to endure a lot. And I feel you're being vigilant. And this is about you going the distance. Also, I would say make sure you look after your wonderful health, my beautiful Virgo. Make sure you get enough sleep and enough rest, because there is a lot to do. I feel like You will be doing a little bit more in the future, but you're going to really enjoy it. So it's not going to feel, you know, when you do a job that you love, it doesn't feel like it's work. It's just because you love doing it, and you're going to be financially rewarded for it. We've got the Sun card here. Now the Sun is all about abundance and being happy, hitting that happy spot. But at grassroots, this card is about seeing the truth. You know, having a moment of clarity where you're like getting a boost of energy to revitalize your spirits and forge your path when it comes to your career. The Sun indicates that you can trust the decisions you're making at the moment. I feel like you're actually on your way to success. This card literally means success, abundance, joy, peace, happiness, everything that you've been hoping for to achieve. I feel like you are blossoming, but as you can see, this Sun card is like blossoming of the mind. So I do feel like, you know, some sort of plan that you're formulating, some sort of vision that you have actually comes to fruition and just bursts out into the scene. It blossoms and it's on the physical plane. So what you can see in the mind, you can have in the hand, okay? Because thoughts really do become things. Now to cross that, we have some interesting energy. We have another Magician card, which it just reminds you how important your power is, your inner power. You are you, and that is your superpower. There is no one like you, my beautiful Virgo. And the Magician indicates over the next 4 to 5 weeks, there's a lot of magic about you, okay? You're capable of manifesting beautiful things through your dedication and your commitment. I feel like you're being explored to commit your focus to those dreams or visions because you're capable of having them. And I feel this this card reveals that you can accomplish the goal that you set out to do. Make sure you remember, confidence is key. You have all the skills you need to move forward on whatever it is you're trying to achieve. We've also got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is a reminder to, you know, allow yourself to dream, because the Seven of Cups can be, you know, that there's a lot of choice. And I do feel like some of you are making big decisions in your career. It opens you up to being quite flexible, but opens you up to a lot of choice. Now, some people read the Seven of Cups as like a negative energy. It can mean that sometimes we feel a little bit lethargic and that we've got like issues with commitment. You know, we feel a little bit procrastination. We all feel those energies from moment to moment, depending on planetary alignments. So make sure you get enough rest, because I feel you're going to get a boost of energy to propel you forward. Also, the Seven of Cups is a reminder that you are capable of dreaming any opportunity into life. You're capable of being really flexible and open and manifesting a lot of opportunities. Why limit yourself to just one dream is what they're giving me. I feel like you are limitless in your sort of determination to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. Seven of Cups is also about that fantasy. I feel like you're not, it's not that you're, I feel like you're fantasizing about the possibilities, and that's really great because that's your dreams, your visions coming to light. I feel you're not getting stuck in the daydream. I feel like you're actually dreaming of all your choices, that, you know, all your potential, and that's when you start to reach your full potential as well. Because we got a Seven of Cups here, and it goes to a Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. So we've missed out the Eight of Cups, which means perhaps you're not walking away 100% from something. I feel like you're not really starting from scratch. You're starting from experience in some area. And the Nine of Cups says whatever it is that you want, you will complete it, or you will fulfill it. You will achieve your desire. The Nine of Cups is about that happy ever after, that dream, that wish. You know, this is success. This is the good life. I also feel like this is about you being able to have some pleasurable moments, some fun, as well as all the work that you've been implementing in your career. And the Nine of Cups indicates that this is material abundance as well as emotional, you know, contentment. So I feel like you're getting it all. Also, because I mentioned health there as well, I feel like this is a time of good health and things coming into fruition for you, where it's almost like I just get this energy of new start, or spring has sprung, that kind of energy. Excuse me. The Nine of Cups is coupled with the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a planner, someone who strategizes, and it's like the Queen of Swords. You're being logical about the pathway ahead, and the Emperor is someone who achieves it, someone who has the power to do whatever they set out to do. So I feel this is you either stepping into a leadership role or being offered some sort of leadership role, a role with more responsibility. Some of you are going to be wanting to be entrepreneurs, work for yourself. You may be setting that up or curious about setting that up, and it gives you a lot of freedom to explore your options in life. So I feel like there is a sense of duality here, because I'm just getting this energy of, because they're showing me the Seven of Cups, and what they're showing me is 7 streams of income. So either you've been looking at, I think there's something maybe doing the circulation online or something about 7 streams of income or something, or maybe you're trying to implement various streams of income, but it comes from this idea of having 6 or 7 streams of income. I'm not really sure, but they're highlighting the 7 of Cups. So I feel like you're looking at all the possibilities are open to you to express yourself, explore different things. I feel like you're spinning a lot of plates and you don't mind being busy because the reward is going to be so good. Okay, the Emperor is about success, about power, and being a leader. So I feel also you're protecting everything that you've achieved so far, but this is all about strategy. And I feel like most of the next couple of weeks is about you formulating plans to go bigger and bolder. Okay, the Emperor is in control. And I feel if there's something you're trying to learn about, so for example, you may be opening yourself up to courses online to learn, or if there's something you're trying to achieve, like set up your own business, you may actually gravitate towards people in authority to help you with knowledge that they have to implement these changes within your world. I mean, some of you may be looking at like videos online of how to set up a YouTube channel, or how to set up your business, or how to learn extra skills in a career sector that you are interested in. And that authoritative figure can inspire you to create your dream job, or inspire you to create the dream structure so that you can live a life of freedom, but at the same time enjoy your work and gain financially. I'm just going to pull some quick cards before I close the reading for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? We've got the Four of Wands. It's in the reverse. Okay. Now the Four of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Wands in the reverse, the Chariot card, the Seven of Cups again, and the Hierophant in the reverse. I feel like you are kicking back against the system. You're doing something that's very original, maybe something that your family have never done before. Okay, and I feel that you're going to be very successful at this. The 10 of Wands indicates it's been a heavy burden, but you're lightening your load now. There's this element of freedom here. You may have to take a step back and finally say no to some things that just don't vibe with what you're trying to achieve. If people are giving you extra work at your workspace, for example, they're delegating onto you because you're really good at what you do, and they're like, you know what, Virgo will do it. I feel like you're comfortable enough to say, you know what, I'm not ready right now to do that. I'll try and focus it on another time, but right now I've got my own work to do. So I feel like you're having that control, that creative control to do that. Also, with the 10 of Wands, I feel like you're opening yourself up to a new start. You're clearing the way for some sort of new beginning here with that 10 of Wands. And I feel where there has been burden, challenge, and a struggle, I feel you're lightening the load. You've overloaded yourself, and I feel like you're having the strength to release that. I mean, they were indicating make sure you get some sleep, because I feel, you may have felt a little bit burnt out or overloaded or even fatigued recently, but I feel you're lightening that now. We've got the Four of Wands here, and it's in the reverse. So I feel here that with it in reverse, I mean, you may have not been prepared for something in the past, or you may not be prepared for this level of success, because I feel like it's going to take you by surprise, because you've got that Wheel of Fortune there. Whenever you get a Wheel of Fortune, it is a surprise energy from the universe, but it's a good one, okay? So I feel you may not be prepared for this sort of level of success. The Four of Wands in the reverse can mean that you're doing this all by yourself. There's, where you may be working in a team or whatever it is that you do, there's responsibility on you to show what you're made of. And I feel you will do that. Some of you actually will be so successful that you're moving out of your home and you're going to buy a bigger home, or expand your wealth in some way, that you're coming out of comfort zones and things like that. Especially since we've got the Chariot card. I mean, there may be an opportunity that arises here for you, Virgo, for a lot of you actually, that means you have to travel out of your sector or travel out of your maybe even state or something like that. You have to travel further afield for your workspace. Maybe some of you are thinking about leaving home to travel abroad or things like that, because we've got the World card there, to create a business or a lifestyle that really vibes with who you are in this moment. The Chariot card is success, victory. It is triumph, this card, but it also sort of maps your dedication and your courage to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. You're being really disciplined with your time. I feel like you're asserting yourself, and your willpower will ensure that you overcome any obstacle in order to get what you truly desire. It's almost like you win. There's something, there's like an accomplishment that people recognize that you're forced to be reckoned with, and you're in control. They're just showing me that you're in control of this. And I feel the Seven of Cups coming up again shows me that, you know, allow yourself to dream of all the potentials and possibilities. You know, of course, every cup comes with, you know, something in it. So it's every decision will, it's like every action has a reaction. So every decision you make, you know, there is a choice and there is an outcome. And I feel like you're making shrewd choices because you got the Queen of Swords. So you're making really good decisions and choices, and they're really highlighting the victory wreath there for me, for you, because I feel you're going to win something. I mean, some of you may be like doing some sort of project where you have to win like a client, or you have to win something, or you win an award at work for being like an employee of the month or something like that. I feel like you're being recognized, and it allows you to dream bigger, use your imagination to create even bigger dreams, and you dream those opportunities to life. Okay, the Hierophant in the reverse indicates that you're not like everybody else. You're unique. You have skills that other people don't have. I feel like you're the sort of person who is creative, and you may have problems sometimes with authority, because you know, without ego, my beautiful Virgo, you know that there is a better way of doing things than some people who are in positions of power, you know, do things. I feel like you look at it and like, why are you doing it like that? Because it's much more time efficient if you do it this way. But I feel like you're a gem, or you stand out from the crowd in and amongst. Yeah, I don't know how to explain this feeling that I've got coming through. It's almost like, and I don't really enjoy explaining like this, but you know, when you've got people who work at a workspace for many, many years, they're all on autopilot and they're like sheep. They're just doing what they normally do and everything. But you need to be challenged. You need excitement. You need to be able to stretch your mental prowess. You need to be challenged in the right way and accomplish things. And I feel that's what sets you apart. You're not willing to settle. Okay, so I feel this is you kicking back against the system and doing something different. Some of you are going to do something different than your family used to do. So I feel like you're actually doing something on your own terms. You're living life to the beat of your own drum. And I feel like you're not conforming in some way. Also, I would say just be mindful of when you're feeling burnt out and exhausted, you're not connecting to your higher wisdom. You may feel a little bit disconnected from source. So make sure you have some time to either take some 10 minutes out to mentally stay silent, breathe, meditation, or implement some sort of spiritual practice to really connect to your higher source. Because I feel like it's almost like they want to prepare you for the element of success that's going on behind the scenes for you at this moment. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so I will leave that there. Now, just because there's no pentacles in your reading, I feel like you've got major cards that tell you that there's a lot of wealth that is attached to your goal and dream. The Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, the Nine of Cups, the Emperor tells me that financially you will be very... Oh, now some of you may be actually traveling over water, okay, in order to achieve this goal or dream. I do apologize. These cards are literally like my babies. It's rare that they ever go in the water, but sometimes they do. So water tends to mean dreams or goals, so as well. So the first card you got is I have a higher purpose, and I tune out people's negative thoughts. Just want to... Okay, they want one more card as well, so I'll give it. We've got I have a higher purpose. So you're destined for great things, higher than above a lot of other people, okay? And you're willing to dream big and dream it to life. So remember, your life's purpose. If you've been trying to wake up or have that wake up call of what it is you want to do or why you're here, that philosophical question, I feel like you're going to discover it and it's going to bring you a lot of success. And we've got I tune out negative people and thoughts. Okay, and so if there's anybody who's been trying to alienate you or has been a little bit unkind or in the workspace, I feel like you're like rising above it and ignoring it, and they're just going to watch you from the sidelines as you thrive, survive, and be very successful, and they just stay in their mundane day-to-day routine where they're always going to stay. Okay, we've also got, it's number 25 there, and when you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is the Chariot card, which is the number of success, number 7. Okay, 2 plus 5 is 7. So I feel like I feel also that you're tuning out any distractions in order to achieve whatever it is you set out to. And they want one more, so I will give it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgos? What do they need to know? I trust my intuition. You're being guided. You're being protected and redirected to where you want to go, okay? So if you felt like you missed out on anything, or there was any sort of missed opportunity, know that there is a greater purpose here. There is greater success and happiness and flourishing and accomplishment. And I feel you're dreaming this to life. You're visualizing it and thoughts become things, okay? So trust your intuition. Keep that third eye wide open. Now, they're just showing me something before we go. One moment, please. Okay, they're showing me a cafetiere. Coffee. So if you're having coffee and you're using that cafetiere, that plunger type thing, then there's something in this message for you. Doesn't mean it's if you're not doing that, doesn't mean it's not your reading if you don't connect to that. Just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading as their attention may have wavered. I also think that it may be about taking the plunge, or it could mean that, you know, get ready, get yourself buzzed up on some caffeine or coffee, because you're going to need that energy to sort of thrive within the successful arena. So please take it as it resonates, okay? I mean, when you think about what a cafetiere does, you add the water and then you sort of plunge it down. So you sort of separate the granules, the grain, the mud from the water. So maybe it's about separating the things that are not working for you at the moment and focusing on the dream, or focusing on what you want to achieve. There's some sort of detachment from something, whether that's you ending a cycle at a workspace that you're at right now and looking for a new job. Some of you may not have a job at the moment and you may be looking for one. There's definitely one coming on in here that's like bigger and better than you could ever imagine, okay? You even get more money than you thought you would as well, just so you're aware. Or if some of you have a job and you've put out your resume to find a new opportunity, or you're curious about a new opportunity, I would say be mindful of the timing, because there's some sort of recognition at your current work that's coming through, and then just leave it a bit of time. Then, of course, I feel like you could look further afield, but I feel like there's some sort of reward that comes before you leave that space, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, they're showing me they're showing me a big rainbow right now. And I know we've got like rainbow colors here, but they're showing me a big rainbow. But they're also showing me like this puppet. And this puppet's got like a zip across its mouth. So it's a very odd looking puppet. So the fact that it's got a zip across its mouth, perhaps there's something here that you're keeping to yourself, or there's going to be some really good news and you keep it to yourself, and then you strategize your next move. Or perhaps you hear a piece of information about somebody and it's like power, so please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it does, and I'm closing down the reading, so the image is gone now, so I guess I've said what I need to say about it, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in the reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell, as I said. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.